Mazda's MX5 RF, to give it its full name, retractable folding hardtop. I've tested one before a while back, but there's no way I can ever say no to getting a convertible car with a folding top on test. So here we are. Look at these beautiful low lines over here. These little lip spoilers over there you can see in the front over here. Mazda's Kodo design, as they call it, which means, of course, you can see the sculpting on the bonnet. And I've got to comment on this pearl white color. Just look at it, it's glistening. You've got LED headlights over here. You've got little daytime running lights. It's got all the features. I don't think I even need to repeat all the features on this car. Lovely little black mag wheels. Look at those. A little bit dirty, I'm sorry, but winter time, what can you do? Cars get dirty and wheels even get dirty. But everything about it is mean. It's low. I mean, when I'm standing tall on a car, you must know it means something, that this car is low, low, low. You come around, we'll do the roof bit just now and you'll see how exactly, and we'll show all that to you, but I'm sure it's also very familiar. Pop around to the back over here. Interesting, you have to use the key to open the boot. There's no other way. But you pop open the boot. Well, it's certainly not a big boot, is it? Nobody would ever call it big. But you know what? We did some shopping. It can certainly take a week's shopping. It could take 2 bags for a weekend away. What more do you want as far as I'm concerned? That little badge is important, SkyActiv technology. Because that's telling you, first of all, it's got that SkyActiv 2-litre petrol engine, 118 kilowatts, 200 Newton meters of torque in this light little body. You know you can have fun with that. Of course, SkyActiv also goes into suspension, it goes into the road holding, it goes into the geometry of the suspension, all of those things to create the magic of the MX5, because MX5 spells magic in my book. Let's check it out inside. Let's check a lot more of the features. We're going to be on the road as well. You'll see it all. The sheer joy and pleasure of open top driving. This is what I love. I don't care about anyone else. I know the purists will say to me it's not the same. I love this. This MX5, it's got the power if you wanted, the 118 kilowatts. It's got all those things, but you know what? None of it makes any difference in my world, or to me. I just love the fact we're out in the country, just had a good lunch, and now guess what? I am now cruising back. Yeah, let the other cars overtake me, who cares? I'm cruising. I'm on a cruise. This car is so light and easy. The auto box makes no difference. This is living, as far as I'm concerned. Or as Eccles from the Goon Show would have said it, oh, does she love it? That's it in my book, and I will take it any day whatsoever. Let's take a quick look at the interior and of course the instrumentation. I've done 470 kilometers on this test. You'll see 6.9 liters per 100. But this is one of those cars with a who cares factor. I did get it down to 5.6 when I did my fuel run, just for the fun of it. But really, I use the words for the fun of it. But you've got all the normal, it's very standard Mazda inside here. You can see you've got, of course, your controls for your phone and your computer and all that. And on the side, yeah, you've got cruise control as well. But again, who uses it on this car? Sorry, I didn't bother, that's for sure. You come across, you've got the touch screen over there, which of course nowadays has MZD, Mazda Connect. So it is very connected. It's very useful, very user-friendly, and it's got all the features you can possibly want. Your settings over there. You just, of course, come down to the center here and you'll see you've got the little controller, little twirl controller, which again works very, very nicely and very effectively. Overall, the system just works nicely, I've got to say to you. You've got your climate control buttons over there, they work well. And there's something I want to point out to you. If you think I'm totally crazy driving a convertible with the top down in winter, well, I've got butt warmers. Yeah, both driver and passenger, we can warm our seats. So that makes up for it. And look there, 2 USBs as well over there. So it's pretty useful. Don't have to fight over them. You got one each. On the right hand side, I won't show you over here, but this car does have I-stop or auto stop start, which drives me nuts. There's a button over there to switch it off. 6-speed automatic gearbox. It's smooth, it's comfortable, it's all the things you would normally want. And yeah, I've got flappy paddles too, so if you want to use them. But you know what, this car to me is a cruiser. It's not, I'm sure if you wanted to, you could blast it around and do the things you want, but I just treated it during my test as a complete cruiser. There is a button over here just below the gear lever which says sport mode. I'm going to say my usual complaint about Mazdas when it comes to the so-called sport mode. All it does is hold the gear ratios for longer, makes the engine scream at you a bit, and I don't really use it. Simple as that. I tend to ignore that button on most Mazda models. Simple as that. Overall, you know, I love this car. I was asked recently how, as a motoring journalist, I stay impartial. Well, I'm going to unapologetically tell you this is one of the exceptions. No, I'm not going to be impartial about this car. I love it too much. You want a couple of little complaints? I did mention the sport button. There's another one. There's no auto lock on pull-off. You've got to do it manually like that, and unlock as well manually if you want to open for a passenger. Is that a good enough gripe for you? You want one last picky point of mine on this car? There's one really major complaint I have about this car, and that is that I've got to give it back tomorrow. And I'm going to hate every moment of handing back the key on this car. I haven't mentioned to you price. Well, I was searching. It's not actually on the Mazda price list right now, but the last price I did find was 538,000 Rand. I think it's about the biggest bargain. And if I had the money and had the need for a little roadster like this, that quite honestly I think I do have a need for, I'd consider this an absolute bargain. 3-year warranty, of course, unlimited mileage, 3-year unlimited mileage service plan as well, all included in the deal. Mazda, you know you've got me with this one. That's all I can say. And the other fact is, of course, there's nothing else quite like this around on the market in South Africa anyway at the moment. For Motor Matters, I'm Eleanor, and I'll see you next time, but not in this one.